Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And back to the keeper they go. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool...
Solid goal! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Bayern Munich are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And he's heaved it away. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Haaland. And it's Griezmann. Up he goes! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Caicedo. Port are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Mbappe. Griezmann. That is a great pick out. Terrific header! It's fallen kindly here!
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Now it's Mbappe. Zico looking to add to his goal. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And he's lost his man here. Mbappe! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Mbappe. Beckenbauer. Rodri spots it and intercepts. Puyol kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Mbappe.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Costa Curta. And it's Griezmann. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Crosses it in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
And just a quick reminder today.
Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think there's plenty to be pleased about with that first half display in terms of the score and overall approach.
Port head in, having made the crucial breakthrough. And to that end, there is a degree of satisfaction there. The lead by no means decisive yet, but so far so good. 1-0 at the break. And we are back on the way. Port carrying a one-goal lead. Beckenbauer, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Beckenbauer, and here's Dembele. Cleared without hesitation. Zico, he's played it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Darwin. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here.
Oh, smashing header! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Erling Haaland.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Mbappe! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And it's Zico. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Kubo. Mbappe. All played for Dembele. Bastoni. Griezmann. He can run onto that. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Kubo. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Skims one in. Oh, what has happened here? Can he finish?
Bayern Munich.
Little doubt, that is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Substitution on the field. Number 13.
Port can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Puyol. Number 23. Kubo. Coming on the field. Number 7. Conte.
Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Tries a shot! And the ball's come loose here.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late...
And it's Baggio. Oh, shooting chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
And it's been taken short. In by Cook. He's had a hit! He wasn't that far away.
No, that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Deep into stoppage time. Maradona. And we're done. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side. to find a winner. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
เทส 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 ฮัลโหลเทส ฮัลโหลเทส เทส 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 ฮัลโหลเทส เฮ้ย มาแล้วเว้ยฮัลโหลเทส
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. We have already started here. Zico. Zico will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Tries a shot! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
If you're looking for options, Peter, then you're looking at Darwin Núñez because he offers loads. A real physical presence who's always going to offer you an out ball. But I think what's impressed many people in recent times about him is the pace he can actually bring to get in behind opposition defences. And that doesn't mean he'll actually hold his position centrally. He loves to go and drift to either flank, and he can easily take on a fullback and beat him.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Upamecano kept his eye on it, and he's there. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Port clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Look at the space here. York! Kubo. Port couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. York. White is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Zico. And here's the chance to counter. And it's Dembele. Kubo. And the pass is intercepted. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's had it nicked away. Played out towards the right wing. White. There he goes, motoring forward. Picked out brilliantly. Decent hit! It's in! Just gorgeous. The most glorious, delicious of touches. Followed up with an unerring finish.
Well, I think he knew, Peter, that once he controlled it on his chest, the follow-up was going to be good, and that was special.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Robertson. Upamecano. Beckenbauer. Robertson. And we've reached half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Port really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And it's Beckham. Gnabry. And it's hoisted clear.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That is a great pick out. Oh, that was vital. Upamecano gets it away. Port still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Upamecano can see quickly taken. Now it's Zico. Dembele, he's got away. There's the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
The attendance for this match was 71,550.
So we've reached the hour mark. He has found the way through. Cleared without hesitation.
Port showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Alexander-Arnold. Gnabry. He's got full. Harmlessly behind.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
And And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Zico. Oh, it's Dembele. He's onside. Shot. Oh, shooting chance! And he hits the net. Do not write them off. Back they come. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Now it's Kante. Turns and goes back. It's Zico! Danger averted for now. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Oh, can he finish? They've done it! And the comeback is complete! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
The goal scorer after 85 minutes is number 10, Ousmane Dembele.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. We have already started here. Mbappe chasing after it. And he's only too happy to take that back. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Tony Adams. Now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't you?
Well, the epitome of solidity, thanks to his winning mentality and ability to organise a back four. You don't argue with Tony Adams. You do what you're told.
That's really well manoeuvred. Vardiol.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
And here's Mbappe. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's been cut out, well played.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Drogba. Great ball if he can get there. Can he finish? They've scored!
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Port have broken through. It's 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Zico unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Kubo.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Aimed beyond the defence. Some resolute defending there. Darwin is sporting a guilty look after that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. To Roberto. Puyol cuts it out. Vardiol. Looking tidy in possession here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And they can counter here. To Roberto. Nunez. Oh, that was vital. And it's half-time here. Well, it's a half which is simmering along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Port leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. Here we go again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And claimed it back swiftly. Kubo. Zico. For Rice. No way through. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Saliba is there to clear. Vitz. And that has put paid to that. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He won't be happy with that one. Kubo. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show...
Mbappe! It's a goal! Two to the good! They have breathing space! Well, how's that for a class finish?
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And yes, it's him. Port can do it here. 90 minutes away from reaching their target. It is the sort of opportunity they would certainly have settled for if offered it on day one. That was then, this is the here and now. Can they meet their ambitions, their aspirations? Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Port cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support, and they're going to need it all. It's Dembele! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
And claimed it back swiftly. Over to the left. That has been knocked clear. Vinicius Junior, and they can counter here. Beckenbauer cuts it out. Kimmich. Port, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Seeks to shoot. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
Argentina with the corner, their first. Chance! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Vinicius Junior certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Teresic. Vardiol. Rice. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Teresic. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Pedri. Can he get it through? Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. Mbappe! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Dembele has a shot! He's got away with one there. Not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Rice. Zico. Mbappe. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Drogba. Mbappe. Araujo deals with that comfortably.
There will be 1 minute at a
Kimmich.
time.
Davis. Mbappe is in a really good position out wide. And the whistle goes for half-time. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet.
Today,
On the break, it's 0-0.
Any litter in the bins
How would you review the first half?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Oh, that's fabulous. Mbappe! And he's done it!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
They still can't get carried away. They haven't been promoted just yet.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, great ball! Pedri. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, Red, nice interception. Now it's Perisic. And that's definitely not his best.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
898.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Caicedo. And it's Drogba. Looking for the runner. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Can he finish? It's there! Argentina are level! And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Played back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Place it in low. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Caught offside that time.
Port showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Who saw this coming? From the cusp of victory to the cusp of desperation. Well, played right into his path. Messi. He's gone for goal! Goal! Argentina! And the comeback is complete. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
Substitution.
Port choosing to make the first change.
Well, it's pretty obvious they have to change their approach if they want this, and they do.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
It's run loose here.
Argentina probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Mbappe! Dispatched clinically. Parity in the showpiece game. It has all the hallmarks of an epic.
Well, the old saying about a wounded animal and all that being at its most dangerous has definitely held through this time.
Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
He's done it again. He's got his second. So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find the winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Mbappe. And the pass is intercepted. And there goes the final whistle. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being...
Port preparing to celebrate.
Hello,
They are
everybody,
potentially
and welcome to
90
today's
minutes away
match.
from promotion. They just need a single point. It would be, no question, the biggest point of this campaign. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Port cannot afford to slip. Mbappe has a goal! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
They still can't get carried away. They haven't been promoted just yet.
Now it's Mbappe. Now the finish! He scored! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks.
Port clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Port are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Mbappe. Can he get away here? Kubo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Ronaldinho, can he get it through? Dembele has created one goal already. He's played him through. Kubo, great chance! And more and more and more! And they're at it again in double quick time. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Port find a position of real strength now. Caicedo for Rice. Vieira wins the duel this time. Vardiol. That's really well manoeuvred. Mbappe! Mbappe! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! That is a gem! An absolute gem! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Oh, that was such a smart exchange of passes, and it took so many defenders out of play in one quick movement. Wonderful goal.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, good ball! Kubo! Iniesta. Threads one in. And there's green grass ahead of him. Lovely feet. And that's another good win of the ball.
Added time.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Oh, this looks sharp. Kubo.
That was lovely, that.
Showing good feet. There's the shot! And the keeper can swallow it up. Well, and that'll be the last act of the first half. It has been a half throughout which they have carved through the opposition almost at will, ripping things up big time here.
Port have been more or less perfect, I would say. Their manager's all smiles, and he's got every reason to be.
Port have run riot in the first half, and barring a miraculous comeback, they have done the job already.
Substitution on the field. Number 23, Kubo. Coming on the
And the
field
action is back on the way.
Number 20, Yamal. Substitution.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Port come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Out the best in the keeper.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Port with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Dani Olmo plays it short. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Port have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Koundé looking to hit the byline here. He has found the way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Yamal.
The attendance for this match was
He's had it nipped away.
71,550.
Port have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And here's Mbappe. Port are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Conte. Chance to shoot now! And here's Dani Olmo. Deftly away. Nicked it back promptly. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. 75 minutes played. Some really good ball movement. Just eases him off the ball. Cafu. Iniesta. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And he was quick to react. And here's Mbappe. Cafu. He's had a shot! And he hits the net!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
After 84 minutes is...
Well, they have a goal,
14.
but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback.
Substitutions taking place.
Vardiol. 5 minutes left on the clock. Koundé cuts out the pass. And it's Neymar. He's in space and looking for options. And the shot! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop. Roberto
Two
Carlos
added minutes
moves
has
short.
been indicated.
No way through, so back it comes. And we're done. Port are going up, and now they can dream. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, I think this has to be one of the sternest tests they have faced as a team. Promotion. And you have to give full credit for the way everyone responded to this. They knew how big this was, how much it meant to the team, and went and got it in the best way possible. Now comes the difficult task in planning ahead.
Kindly make his way to the information center.
ฮัลโหลฮัลโหลเทสคอยตอบพรุ่งนี้แล้วกันนะครับผม